close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed up with the same news, no channel to use. Cruise control mentalities. Here we offer you. We gon' show you how you play. The content it never stays. More positive and uplifting. Once a week the scope gifted. Is here for fake hydration like Boucher.
Hey, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to another week of Media Tech and Pop Culture Fun. This is MediaScope, all things media, tech, and pop culture. We're here every week now, and I still have to change this. I haven't done it. I haven't had the time, folks. Maybe I'll get one of my wonderful interns to try and change it for me. But we're now here on Fridays, every Friday at around 8-ish p.m. We end our broadcast day around 8 on Indie Soup Media, so it's difficult for me to get on right at 8, but I try to get on right at 8. So this is all the information, and let me say hello to everyone. Well, I'll do that when people start to come in. So we've got some folks starting to come in now on all the other Instagram and then our other wonderful places that we stream. So I'll say hey to you in just a moment. And in case you don't know who I am, my name is Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, and also a journalist. I'm happy to be here once again. First of all, let me just acknowledge last week's show. I had so much fun with Funk Around Music. Thank you once again to Funk Around Music for coming on and gracing us with your presence. Amazing, amazing, amazing. If you didn't get a chance to watch the show, you can watch the replay because it stays up forever into infinity and beyond. And you know what? Do me a favor and go apply. I was about to say, go subscribe on YouTube to Funk Around Music, which is FONK Around Music. You could also see their latest video there. And they were so kind to debut it on MediaScope. I feel super special. But we've got a comment. Ooh. Look who's here. Jake Gake. He is my friend from high school. Jake, how are you over in the NYC? I hope everything is going well. I know it's a little crazy politically at NYC, but we don't do politics here. But I'm hoping all is well with you and everyone in the fam. So I hope all is well. Welcome in. Let's see who we have on the Instagram side, the gramming of the Insta. We have John Nay and Zoila. What's up, Zoila? Hannah Boyd Miller has joined us. What's up? Tara's Boutique is here. Hello. And Count Smooth, and also that B who is Betty. Welcome. Lady Militant is here. Oh, wait, you can't hear? Okay, hold on. If you should be able to hear me. I don't know why you can't hear. Everything is going on. So thank you. Jake, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I think you can. You would have said something if you couldn't hear me. So, thank you for saying that you love MediaScope. I love doing this. This is year 10, Jake. I've been doing this for 10 years now. Yes. Okay, so he says he can hear, and he says, hello, my friend. Hello, my friend. How are you? Welcome in. So, yes, go out and come back in. And yes, but our intern, BC, hello, BC, says she can hear. Okay, so that's good. Cal Smooth says he can hear as well, and so can Betty. Okay, so Hannah, it may be you. So welcome in, everyone. I didn't get a chance to put up that I was going, well, I think I have to get people used to the fact that I go live on Fridays now, but I'm also running a whole network. So it's really difficult for me to make a flyer, but hopefully this summer we're going to have some social media interns. So they're going to help me out with that as well. But I have some wonderful production interns. So thank you once again to BC. You know what I did not do, ladies and gentlemen? Hug time. Yay! I'm giving you a hug to let you know I 100% appreciate you being here. It's Friday night. You could be anywhere, but you chose to be here with me. And that's always a concern of mine on Friday night. But guess what? The real ones will be here with me for an hour to hang out and have fun and foolishness, right? So I hope everything is going well. Let me know what's going on in your neck of the woods. If I don't know where you are, you can, if you like, you can choose to tell me where you are. Also, let me know what you had for dinner or what you are going to have for dinner. Some of you may not be on the East Coast. Right now, it's past 8 p.m. on the East Coast. It may be early for some of you. I know sometimes I have people in Hawaii that watch. I have people that watch in Asia, and it's like they're 12 hours ahead. So it's like 8 a.m. in the morning for them now, 8-ish a.m. Hey, Bestie is here, my bestie, and thank you for the hug, Betty. Chill P has joined. What's up, Chill P? It is wonderful to see you. All right, let's see. We've got some more comments. And Jake said he has known me for X amount of years. Exactly. Thank you for putting the blank in there. You're very wise, sir. You're very wise. Heather Asiambi is here. She is one of the creators on the Indie Soup Network. She has a wonderful show called Telling Tall Tales the Right Way, where she looks at books and television shows with guests and by herself, and she looks at the storytelling and a lot of things. It's a really good show. Comes on Tuesdays at, see, don't get me to line because we changed the time. So it's I think your Tuesdays at 7:30. Yes, Tuesdays at 7:30. So make sure that you watch. And so Jake is in the Bronx and he has salmon and asparagus. Well, excuse me, Mr. Fancy. Well, and you know, this is interesting. My family is in the Bronx. So you're in my neck of the woods. Even though we grew up upstate, my family is in the Bronx. So welcome. And 6:30 Central. See, Heather, I'm telling you, people, nobody cares about Central Time. Eastern. I'm kidding, but I'm not. But anyway, so yes. So if you are Central Time, it is 6:30. It is 7:30 Eastern Time. And Cheryl Ferguson is here, one of our wonderful members of her first six figures. It's not a club. It's a mastermind. It's more. It's a lifestyle. Let's put it that way. How are you? And she says hello to everyone. And White Plains and Allerton. Oh, okay. I know that area well. My mom used to live in White Plains. Cool beans. Well, it is wonderful to have all of you here, and I know more of you will start to join. Let's see what's being said over on the Instagram. Dr. Vibe has joined us. What's up, Dr. Vibe, the man who has epic conversations almost every day of the week? We have like 4 of his shows on the network. And can I give a shout out to Indie Soup Media and all the creators there? So it is our network. If you're looking for some fresh, independent content, be watching Indie Soup Media. Our YouTube channel is the primary place, but we also broadcast on Twitch. We also broadcast on Facebook Live. Our YouTube channel, we are at, I haven't looked yet, but I think we are at 26,700 subscribers on YouTube. And we just turned 1 year old on the 25th of March. So Pammy Pam is here. What's up? Bryson is here. Love James Maxwell is here. And Bryson said, what's up to everyone? Also, my radio shout out. Love that. Welcome in. How are you? Chicken wings and potato salad. That's what Betty is having. Good for you. Well, I'll take some chicken wing, but you can have my share of potato salad. As you all know, I abhor potato salad. To me, it is the worst thing ever made. Mayonnaise and potatoes, yuck. Anyway, let me not say yuck to people's food. I'm sorry, Betty. That wasn't nice. Divine Right is here. She says, hey to everyone. She is the proprietor of the MediaScope food truck. She is also a super MediaScoper. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Pammy Pam, what's going on? Pammy Pam and Purple Jan, those are their handles. They have a wonderful show called is it Girl Talk or Girls Talk? I always want to get it right. I think it's Girl Talk. I think I'm right. So that comes on Mondays. Is it every other Monday? I think so. Put it in the chat. So we are who we have in this space. If you have something independent, or even if it's not independent, let me know so that we can support. Definitely. Let's see. And Beautiful Reflections has joined us. Welcome in. Yes, Girl Talk. So that's what it is. Fantastical. Dr. Vibe is over here too. He says the audio does not sound right. Are you sure? Okay, so if ladies and gentlemen, something is off with the audio, please let me know, because I can't tell unless you tell me. And it should be okay, but let me know, please. Let me know, please. A little hollow? Wait. Did it bounce back from? Okay. How does it sound now, Dr. Vibe? The correct microphone was selected. So I don't know if it okay, so Cheryl says it sounds good. Heather says it sounds good. Dr. Vibe, are you listening through the correct channels? You may need to go out and come back in. So, but yeah, this is good. So let me know, because this is the downside of live streaming. I can't tell what you all hear. I'm assuming it sounds good, but it could be terrible. Right? So I only know when you see, and it's on and it's going on. Okay, that is better. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know. Everybody else said that they heard me fine. So I don't know. All right, let's take it down and let's go. Okay. Let's do this, folks. We are going to more pronounced. Okay, there we go. So you know what I had to do? So the correct microphone was selected. All I did was click it off and click it back on. So maybe that jiggled something in the program I'm using, because everything was fine on this end. I don't know what happened. So now you can hear me. All right. So we're not going to do everything all over again, but I will reintroduce myself so that it sounds like I have some semblance of sense. Let's go over here, and I'm going to reintroduce myself. And that's great for those who are just joining. If you are just joining me, my name is Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, also a journalist. I'm here every Friday now at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to say hello to everybody. Ignore the Wednesday. Ignore the Wednesday. We are here on Fridays now. If you're watching on Bookface, what's up, Bookface, or the Booking of the Face, Facebook, it is good to see you. If you are watching on YouTube, what's happening? And if you are watching on YouTube, why are you not subscribed? Make sure you like and subscribe. It does help us. And if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the likes for this. It helps the algorithm and helps us out, right? Help us out. Do us a solid. All right. So if you are watching on Instagram, how are you, my friends? Instagram, it is good to see you. Twitchers, nice to see you. LinkedIn Brigade, welcome, welcome. And guess what? If you happen to have you'll hear the replay of this if you listen to us on Gospel 107.1 FM in Nassau, Bahamas, and the rest of the Caribbean. I'm wishing you a multitude of blessings, and I can't wait to be with you on Thursday at 2 p.m. Okay, I think I got everyone. Okay, let's do this. We're going to go, and we're going to start a little bit differently today. This is also, by the way, an Ask Me Anything. Since we do this thing kind of late at night, you see, I kind of got the mood lighting in a sense. So since we do this kind of late at night, it's not late, but it's later than I normally do it. This is also an Ask Me Anything. Feel free to ask me anything related to media tech or pop culture. Do you have some questions about equipment to use to start video? I'm here to answer them. So this is also an Ask Me Anything in addition to the wonderful news that we are going to have. All right, so let's take this down, and we are going to go ahead and start with we're going to start with tech, because we got some tech stuff to talk about. Here we go. All right, we're going to get to some tech, and I have to acknowledge Beautiful Reflection said something so lovely. I want to share it with you. She said, your skills and experience in your chosen field are impeccable. Thank you. I can only assume you're talking about me, and I'm going to take it anyway. If you were talking to somebody else in the chat, I'm saying thank you. But honestly, thank you so very much. Purple Jan, I just talked about you. I think I spoke you into existence. She has joined us. Thank you so much. Divine Right says she's loving this new time. I am too. Do you know, this is for 9 years solidly, we were Wednesday, and Wednesday is the middle of the week. It is difficult. It's difficult for me, especially since I've added some other things that I'm doing now. So this Friday, kind of works, although it's right up against the ending of the broadcast day for Indie Soup, but still, this works. This works for me. What are we talking about, Bryson? We have some stuff to talk about. Why don't we just start with this? Hold on a second. Jake is saying hello to all friends. Thank you so much for being here, Jake. All right. We are going to go ahead and start with tech because I'm sure this is interesting. Tomorrow is a very important and interesting deadline, and I'd love to know, excuse me, what you all think about this. And here we go. Oh, TikTok, TikTok, because the clock is certainly ticking. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, did you guys know that tomorrow is the deadline for the ban? Well, supposed to be the deadline for the ban. So initially, this all started back when in 2017, right? So there was a TikTok ban, the talks of a TikTok ban back then. It has now come full circle, and it was banned for 14 hours, right? It was removed from all of the App Store, the Google Play Store. You could not download it at all. It was not functioning on the web either. If you got rid of it on your phone, you could not get it back. Then 14 hours later, everything, well, it started to slowly get back up. But that wasn't it. That wasn't the end of it. There was still an impending ban. So the thing is now, they said unless they divest from parent company ByteDance and sell to a US company, they will be banned. Well, it seems that somebody was crying wolf because the person in the White House now has extended yet again the TikTok sell by deadline. It was supposed to be tomorrow. But it is now extended for another 75 days, ladies and gentlemen. And maybe you have seen my social media feed. I also put in there were a lot of people that were throwing their hats in the ring. I'm not going to take off my hat, but pretend I haven't. Throwing their hats in the ring for this. At the 11th hour, Amazon came on and said, we want to acquire TikTok. So you had Oracle that was in there. There were a lot of different people that were wanting to offer. But my thing is, like, have they said it's for sale? You all are so willing to do that. Is it even for sale? Especially now, let me tell you what didn't help. This tariff war. We're going to talk a little bit about this because this does have an effect on media in general, right? So this tariff war is not helping your cause if you're trying to force somebody to sell or get banned. The fact that you now have this is not helping your cause. Okay. So now I think somebody realized that that's not helping the cause. And they said, okay, well, here's another 75 days. So this is what they said, and this was written, he wrote it on Truth Social, requires that the White House's TikTok deal, quote, requires more work to ensure all necessary approvals are signed. Did they say they're selling it? You all are making plans. Let me keep going. So this is also what they said. The administration is hoping to, quote, continue working in good faith with China, who I understand are not very happy about our reciprocal tariffs, the 34% levy on Chinese imports, okay? So they're still thinking, and he has said that they're hoping that they can come to a deal. Is TikTok for sale? This is what I'm asking. Is TikTok for sale? So Heather says this, that he extends its life almost indefinitely, I thought. Also, who would sell? The owners are a gaggle of multinational investors. Yeah, it's not that simple. It is not that simple. So, we're talking about this. Amazon is saying Oracle wants part of this. It's interesting. So I want to talk about Amazon's part in this in a minute, but I really want to know what you all think. Do you think? So I said, this is not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to get banned. I already knew this because the thing is, even if every one of us, now I do get that a large number of users are in the United States. I completely understand that. But India banned them. India has a very large population that uses TikTok. They were fine. Do you think they won't be fine? There are other countries besides us. I don't get this at all. So, though we have a large number of users of TikTok in this country, also put in the chat if you are a TikToker, if you use TikTok. I just did not see it happening tomorrow. And like clockwork, the deadline has been extended. Oh, guess what? Folks, it's also Taco Friday. So if you so choose, please get a taco from the MediaScope food truck. We have some good food, if I do say so myself. And Serena is the queen of food truckery and minister of libation over there. So it sounds like the external mic is on now. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Thank you for letting me know again. So let's see, 9 years. Wow. Yeah, but now we're in year 10. So I'm like, I have the right to change the day if I want. And Divine Right asked, why is TikTok always on the bandwagon? That I see what you did there. This is too much. Protect yourself. Please, people, TikTok or any social media should not be your only strategy for your livelihood. If you call yourself a content creator, which I think most of us do, TikTok cannot be it. YouTube should not be it alone. You have to have what we call in social scientific research triangulation, using more than one method to arrive at the answer. I need you to employ triangulation within your creator sphere, please. Because what happens, this is why people were crying the blues and flinging themselves on the floor like a toddler having a tantrum, because TikTok went away, right? Look at what happens anytime there is a technical error with any of Meta's properties. Like, we've had some shutdowns in past couple of years where the whole day no Meta products were available. I have to say I was kind of happy, because I was like, whoo, a break. So I'm like, you can take 2 days off if you ask me, but then they come back. But because people have no other way to contact their audience, because they have not formed email lists, they have not formed communities elsewhere, they were stuck. So everything they worked to build was for naught. Why would you're building now? I'm not saying don't build. Definitely, we all use these. Look, I'm using it now. But if we're talking about from a monetary perspective, you're building on borrowed land. Why would you build your entire strategy for your business on leased land? That makes absolutely no sense. And it's the mark of people that really don't understand business. And I'm not saying I'm a business whiz. I am not. But we have to know enough that if you want to take this seriously as a business, which you should, if you are a content creator, then you need to make sure you have a way to contact the people in your community off of your main platform. DJ McFord is here and he says, happy Friday to everyone. Hello. Fifi says TikTok is going to be bigger than ever. I think so. Absolutely. After Dark with Johnny Ray has joined us. Hello. And Bryson says TikTok is not going anywhere. I have to agree. Dab Studio, what's up? How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Also, who else? Oh, Classic C Gems has joined us. Wonderful to have you. Divine Right says that she has a TikTok account, but sometimes she forgets it's there. She watches more than she posts. And this is the thing. So I'm kind of the same way. When I think about it, I post, and I should probably have a better strategy for TikTok, but I'm kind of like, meh, but I should be better about it, provided it sticks around. So I've been on TikTok since it was Musical.ly. So I've been on it for quite some time. It has to have been at least 2016 I've been on. So I've been on it for about 9 years at this point, right? But not always as a creator, as a watcher. I've been on YouTube since 2006, but not as a creator. I used it for storage. And then it's only within the past probably 4 years that I said, all right, well, let me start actually doing something with YouTube. It's paid off. So Yeah, let's see. All right. So Pretty Kitty Publishing is also here. And Classic C Gem says learning it, but it can be so busy talking about TikTok. It can be, but there are some wonderful things over there. So this is why we want to look at Amazon and TikTok. This is very interesting, folks. Oh, and Fifi says the reason so many artists and celebs have their own app. Yes, because you have to be able to contact your audience directly, not through TikTok, not through Instagram. You want their direct, you do it. There is a person that, what is her name? Nikki Saunders. Is it Sanders or it's Saunders? Nikki Saunders, she is an amazing social media guru. She actually built, so she uses YouTube, she uses Instagram, she uses TikTok, but she has gathered a lot of us on her own. I'm sure you guys know about Mighty Networks, where you can actually pay and then form a community. Well, she live streams in Mighty Networks. She gives us stuff over there as well. So that's something to think about. So she has a way to contact us. Plus, she has our emails. So she always knows where to find us. So if they all implode tomorrow, she's fine, right? Okay, so let's take a look at why this is important. Okay, After Dark with Johnny Ray is over here too. And Heather, don't sleep on YouTube anymore, huh? Hey, Dwana Hughes, what's up, Dwana? It is so good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Ron TV Metro is also here from the Philippines. It is now in Manila, 8:48 a.m. Welcome in for you. It's the Breakfast Club. Jake says this. Hackers are hackers. If China has a stake, hackers make it easier to access your information. I'm glad I'm a registered nurse in NYC and not an influencer. I'd rather care for people. Well, thank you, because we need somebody to do it. Because if the fate of the world was left to me to care for people, I care about people, but I can't do it the way you do. So thank you. We appreciate you. And you know what? I think there is room for all of it, and there's room for everything. I don't blame people who want to be, and I'm not necessarily talking about influencers, but content creators, because the workplace has made it so impossible to maintain sanity, because many workplaces don't care about you. There are some that don't, but some could care less. So you know what Gen X or Gen Z said? They're like, forget that. They will quit that job with a post-it on a computer monitor and be fine, and not think about you, and go eat avocado toast and sushi, and they will be fine. Okay. I love that for them, and I love that. Now, there's the other side of that, where the selfishness of that comes in, because you just jetted, that means somebody else has to take on what you did. So I don't like that, but I do like the fact that they're like, we're not going to put up with this rubbish. The way like other generations put up with rubbish, and you think, no, they do it because we accept it. So if you want to be a content creator, think of it as a business. I will say that. Wabiria is here. Nation of Wabiria has joined us. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so we're going to bring this in. I'm going to tell you why I think that Amazon wants this. Okay. Amazon is what? It's a marketplace, right? It's a marketplace. And what's their big thing? Shopping. Yes, they've got Prime Video, so they have some original productions, some original shows. Yes, they have the book and the publishing end of it. That's how they started, right? It started really as the place to get books online. Yes, they have all of that. But it's still what? Shopping. They are the biggest marketplace. They're between them and Alibaba. I don't know at this point who is larger. And Temu is trying to scooch up in there. And Shein, okay, Shein, you think about it for clothes, but they sell a lot of other things. Shein is like the most visited website. And what, I don't know if it still is, but recently they were the most visited website. So we've got Shein, we've got Temu, we've got Alibaba, we've got Amazon, right? And they're all looking for the same things. What would make their job easier? Wouldn't it be easier if I was Amazon? Wouldn't I say, I'm looking to acquire another place that does shopping, because TikTok shop is huge. Tell the truth. Who has been influenced to buy something off of TikTok? Now, I'm going to admit to it. I have, but I didn't buy it from TikTok. I actually went to the company's website and did it that way. And it's actually quite good. I bought some gum from the underbrush gum. I bought that, but not off. I saw it on TikTok, but then I said, no, I'm not buying it from there. I'm going to the actual website. So, but the point is, I was influenced to buy something. So, TikTok shop has huge influence. I don't know if you've been there lately, but it's like QVC HSN over there. People are selling, listen, they're selling candy, they're selling the vibrating plates, you know, that you for your circulation. They're selling a lot of different things. So every time you go over there, it's for me, because HSN and QVC are kind of like a guilty pleasure. Like, I don't buy anything, but I like to watch. So I watched that all day long. Consequently, the algorithm keeps showing me that stuff. So wouldn't you, if you were a said Amazon, wouldn't you put your hat in the ring? Because now this just extends your shopping empire, and it gets Gen Z, the ones who you're after, who most advertisers are after. I would. So if you're saying why Amazon, that's why Amazon. Data, which is hugely valuable, and the shopping aspect. That's what they want with TikTok. I rest. The defense rests. Let's take some comments. Cheryl says, me. Yeah, absolutely. Chris R says, hey, Chris, how are you? Yes. And Amma is here. Listen, I have to take a break and say hello to my good friend from grad school. We were in the same PhD program. She at Howard. She is my D9 sister as well. She also has a wonderful project, and she was on MediaScope. Some of you may have seen her. She has the National Black Debutante Project, which looks at the history of Black debutantes in this country. Debutantes and beaux, right? So beaux are the young men who are presented to society. But she's doing like a traveling exhibit. She just was in Montreal. Please, Nikita, can you please put the email, not the email, or the contact in the chat so I can put it on the screen? Because I think everybody should really look at this, please. And After Dark with Johnny Ray says it's huge. Absolutely. Oh, look who is here. The food plane is here, and the food plane lands every Saturday on YouTube. He has new recipes. He visits different countries through food, the food that he cooks. So definitely follow the food plane on YouTube. What's up? He says hello to me and fellow media scopers. It is DS. Yes. How are you? How are you? All right. Let's see what's going on Instagram. I've ignored you for a little while. Avocado, Pretty Kitty Publishing. Are you eating avocado, or you're talking about my avocado toast comment? And okay, so Classic C Gems says, so how does this go with the whole DEI situation? So Classic C Gems, can you clarify that for a moment? What you are in your comments, rather, do you, well, let me not put conjecture there. What do you mean? What does that, how does that figure into DEI? Because I'd love to answer that. I just want a little more clarification, if you please. Soldier in the house says, I'll watch the replay. Oh, Soldier, okay, you have to leave. Well, it is good to see you. Uh-oh, wait, am I frozen? Am I frozen? Let me know if I am frozen over on Instagram. If I am, Instagram, your days are numbered. I'm telling you, because I am not going to. So, Pretty Kitty Publishing, you said I'm frozen over there? No, I'm not frozen. It's just frozen for me. Okay. Because I was about to say your days are numbered, but let me put this, use this as a plug for YouTube. The experience is much better on YouTube. So if you have a YouTube account, you actually should join us on the YouTube side. It is Dr._Tachi, or on the Indie Soup Media YouTube, either one. Okay, good. It's just frozen for me. So good. because again, the days were about to be numbered. All right, good, great. Thank you for saying we are not frozen. Okay, so she says we are on Facebook as well. National Black Debutante Project. I'll leave that up for a minute. Please follow, please support. It is an amazing project. I mean, if nobody is a researcher, Dr. Nikita is a researcher. So make sure you follow it. It is a great project. And I can't wait to see. I hope well, I was supposed to say, I hope you're coming here, but I don't encourage people to come to Florida. Anyway, I'm like, don't spend your money here. Shawana Kennedy is here too from Shawana Kennedy Media. Make sure you are following her. She also is a creator on the Indie Soup Media Network. Thank you for being here, Shawana Kennedy. And Food Plane says, how's the weather? Hot. Can you see the glow? It's hot. It's like in the 80s. I need to start to translate things into Celsius. Everybody but us uses the metric system, and we are so behind. So I am going to learn the metric system properly. So hopefully you're talking to me. Let's see. And oh, thank you so much. After Dark with Johnny Ray says, by the way, I'm looking beautiful and stunning and glowing tonight. Thank you. You know I will glow because not only am I oily, but it's warm here. So I will glow. I can be matte for 1 second and that's it. So, I just lean into the shine. I just lean into it. And here we go. National Black Debutante Project. This is the YouTube, joining from YouTube. So follow on all social media platforms. All right. So we beat that one to, that's a terrible saying. We've exhausted talking about that one. So we're going to go on to our next story. We're going to talk about, and I was actually just talking about this, so this is perfect. So TikTok, QVC TikTok, don't mind if I do, they said. So the QVC group, they have a TikTok. Makes sense, right? Are we starting to see the common threads between everything that's happening? Pay attention, folks. The QVC group is going to host the first ever 24/7 live shopping streams in the US on TikTok starting, I think they started Wednesday, right? So this is actually coming as QVC is working to turn around the business because they've had significant challenges in recent years. So their CVO is David Rawlinson II, and he's been tasked with this transformation. And social media is actually at the forefront of their efforts. It should have been before, but who said that anyway? So it really should have been before. I don't know why it wasn't. So yeah, it's going to be the first ever nonstop live streaming channel on TikTok in the US. That makes sense. I'm going to watch and see what they're selling. Does anybody shop on QVC? Like I said, it's a guilty pleasure. I don't particularly, sorry, QVC, but I don't particularly think that some of the products are great, I'm sure, but like the clothes are ugly. Let me just tell the truth. I can't lie. Many of the clothes are just ugly. Just bloody ugly. Okay. So I'm like, ugh. And they're probably not the best quality because remember, it is high volume. And then you have Charlene or whatever, who always calls it. Oh yes, I've ordered 3 pairs already. I absolutely love this channel. I love these. I'm going to order 3 more because my daughter needs one. My granddaughter needs one. We all need a pair of these polyester pants with an elasticized waist. So thank you. You've watched it before, right? So I'm wondering what they're going to do. I think, but this is the thing. So there are TikTok skews younger, but there are older people that are there, but they're going to really have to watch what they sell there because it's going to have to be attractive to a TikTok audience. So they're probably taking a long look at what is working well on on TikTok, and they're going to lean a little bit more into that. So QVC is QVC and HSN. Okay, it's both the same thing. So formerly the Home Shopping Network, and yeah. So this is what they said. Since launching on TikTok Shop, they said more than 74,000 TikTok creators have featured QVC products on their shoppable videos and live streams. So this is since making a TikTok. So now they're going to do this 24/7. So interesting. They said this. Everybody's been talking about this being the next big thing in retail for 5 or 10 years, but it never has quite hit. I think this is the start of it really hitting. And that's the TikTok bet. That's our bet. So that is according to David Rawlinson II, who is the president and CEO of the QVC group. All right. Thoughts? Are you going to watch this? Do you even watch Home Shopping? I watch it because it's entertaining. And I love to hear the people call in. So I'm wondering how are they going to do call-ins? I think that's really the fun and the hallmark of all of this. What say you all? All right, let's take some comments over here first. We have, let's see. Yeah, no, you know what? I have to tell the truth. You know the clothes are ugly, and I'm sorry if anybody really liked HSN QVC clothes. I do not. Maybe you don't like my clothes either, and that's fine. But I'm going to tell the truth and stand in my truth that the clothes are just ugly. They're just damn ugly, as my mother says. So Shawana says, follow the money and pay attention to the bouncing ball. Absolutely. This lets you know what the next move is. Folks, if you are a creator and you're not following media outlets, I don't know what you're doing. You need to be, because that lets you know what's happening with the outlets that you are on, that you care about, that you broadcast through, right? Always know what you're talking about. Of course, media, tech, and pop culture is my thing, so I know a little bit more. But even if I'm just doing fashion, for example, I can't just know fashion. I can't just know who now left Bottega Veneta and went over to Louis Vuitton. You don't know, you know those things, but I also need to know, oh, such and such network just got bought up by this, because it's somehow connected to you. So pay attention, folks. Follow the bouncing ball. Absolutely. Let's see. What's the age range of the QVC viewer? Well, we know it skews older. Okay, so it does skew older. You which is fine, but some of the things that skew older are not going to work with a younger audience. And again, there are older people that are on TikTok, but the crux of it is Gen Z. Okay, the crux of it is like younger millennials and Gen Z. Okay, so that's who you're looking for to buy. People that will make the candy sellers. There are so many people that sell candy. I'm like, how do you make any money? But people gobble up those blue whatevers and those green whatevers, artificially sweetened, and they gobble them up. So that lets you know who's buying these things. It's business, people. It is business. So I can imagine they're selling spandex. Says, I bet spandex, all spandex. I bet they are. Listen, lots of things would work. So I would say that's another way to do it. I love live selling. I think a lot of you already know that I'm a reseller on Poshmark. And as soon as they implemented the ability to do live streams to sell, listen, that is my thing. Now, I've been so busy, I haven't been able to do a Poshmark live in a little while, but I wanted to go back to it because live is where I thrive. Look at that. That rhymes. Live is where I thrive. I love live streaming. So it was just the next step to, I was already doing, fairly well, but as soon as they had live streaming, I would sell several things like it, and I would only be on for an hour, and I would sell several things. That's why I was at the post office every day, right? So this is really the wave of the future, the live selling. It's not even the future, it's the now, the live selling. Pay attention, folks. Let's take some more comments. No, not the, not, Shawana Kennedy, we're going to behave ourselves here today, okay? So follow Tess's process from the movie Working Girl. Yes, absolutely. If you haven't seen it, that is perfect. Absolutely. And Johnny Ray is having a good time. And Ron TV Metro says, not Listeria will be the next big sale between you and who's the other one that is the comedian? There's a few comedians here. So yeah, let's see what's happening on Instagram. We've got Fifi says QVC thought it was untouchable. Amazon and TikTok shop and Insta influencers caught them slipping. Yes, exactly. And this always happens. Look at Blockbuster. They blockbustered themselves. Laughing at Netflix, like, nobody's going to want to. Where's Blockbuster now? Where's your Messiah now? Okay, so absolutely. Don't ever sleep on things, because you know what? Even if you're at the front, there's always somebody right breathing hot, heavy breath on your neck. Always. Always. So you cannot rest on your laurels when you're in business and say, oh, well, we've cornered the market for now. For now. Miss Ricka is here and Nikki Stein, welcome in. G-Man Live Entertainment, sir, how are you? It is wonderful to see you. And DJ McFord says, all good things come to an end. Are you trying to tell me to get off, Mick? I'm kidding. You're right. All good things do come to an end, but these things usually don't have to end as quickly as they do. It's just because people get full of themselves. They rest on their laurels. They think the situation will never change. They think, look at television. I bet nobody ever thought that people would be watching content on their phones primarily. They thought everyone wanted, remember in like the 80s and like the 90s, yeah, the 90s, those big, awful television sets, the first widescreen, not widescreen, but big screen television set. Those things weighed like 75,000 pounds, basically, and they were huge. Huge. So people thought that TV would people still watch television. People still buy televisions, but they buy them for different purposes now. It's not just for content from broadcast television, from cable. They're gaming on them, right? They are watching social media on them. They're watching apps or using apps on them. So I beam my computer to the TV all the time. If there's something that I want to do, like it's like a Zoom call or whatever, I'll just beam it to the TV. Right? So it's being used in a sense more like a monitor now. And here's the thing: at some point with technology, you reach saturation. At some point, everybody who was going to buy that particular thing buys it. So then it's like, now what? But it always seems like they never worry about the now what. They're just raking in the dollars now. So that's what they care about. But guess what? In 3 years, this may not be a thing anymore. Then what are you going to do? And it always feels like people are trying to play catch up. They put so much into research and development for that one thing that you forget we are fickle. And if you give us something new and shiny, we'll go with that. So that was a whole rant. But anyway, let's see. G-Man is giving me the prayer. Thank you so much. Mosby, how are you? Welcome in. Okay, let's take some more comments. Okay, we're almost at the hour, so we are going to keep going. Ryan is here. What's up? Ryan Perez, who I met from Blab days. I think there's only a few of us here from Blab. Dr. Vibe I met on Blab. Ryan I met on Blab. So what's up? You bet I can sell quinoa. You know what? I probably could, but you know what? I think I'm also honest to a fault. So if the quinoa is spoiled, I'm not going to sell it to you. But there's some people who will sell you not even spoiled, rancid, right? Because quinoa doesn't really spoil, but it could get stale, right? So that type of thing. So Let's see. I think I got everybody's comments. Okay, so we are going to now go to the next thing. I think I covered the tech. Yeah. What did I cover? No. Let's go to this next story. So we have a lot of tech stories. I just wanted to let you all know Microsoft has turned 50. Microsoft is 50, folks. 1975. And they're looking back at a lot of different things. So, as you know, was started by childhood friends Bill Gates and Paul Allen, and it's really interesting. They started this in university, right, and building computers, etc. So it was really a hobby thing that became a big thing. So happy birthday, Microsoft, I guess. Not that I use well, no, we all use a lot of Microsoft products because if you're using Chat GPT, it's not owned per se by Microsoft, but Microsoft has a stake in OpenAI, right? So by default, we're using these, even if you're not using Microsoft Word and all those old school programs, you are using some Microsoft products. So happy birthday, Microsoft. Let's take some. Oh, I love seeing you too, Ryan. It's going really well. It's going really well. And what kind of candy would I sell on TikTok? These are the questions you all have to ask me today. That's fine. Uh Now I'm not a candy eater. So I don't do well with what I would not actually use, right? Of course, I've had candy and stuff before, but I'm not like a huge I like chocolate, but I do like dark chocolate and natural chocolate. So I could sell that if it's like a better craft chocolate or something like that. I could sell like fine chocolate that's like made with natural ingredients. That I could do. But if you're asking me to sell nerds and now laters, that's not going to happen. Or raspberry blue fizzy ding dongs, that's not going to happen. So yeah, I would do probably some sort of handmade artisanal chocolate, bougie candy, if you will. That's what I would do. Ron says, honestly, as a species, I think we are evolving to have the attention span of a goldfish. You're absolutely right. And I don't like to blame social media or technology for those things, but partially it is those things. Because, I mean, okay, we've heard the stories ad nauseum of we were outside, we drank from the hose, but listen, hose water was delicious. The lead, call it the lead, call it the magnesium, whatever was in there, the mercury, that was some good drinking. So, so we've heard all those stories, but we were not inundated with technology as well, but we grew up with technology. We did grow up with technology. It was there. And let's be clear, everybody grew up with technology. A pencil is technology. Anything that makes a job easier and extends your senses is technology. An abacus is technology. Rather than counting on your fingers, you have something easier with the beads, right? So everyone grew up with a level of technology. What we're talking about, though, is electronic technology in most cases. So when people say, oh, they grew up with technology, so did you, fool. It just wasn't electronic. So I think we have to be clearer when we when we talk about those things. Let's see. Oh, hey, Kim, what's up? Says, yes, listen, that hose water was delicious, but it's not the same if you put it in a cup. Once you put it in a cup, it's done. It must be from the hose. Delightful and delicious. Mhm. But I bet if you drink it now, you're like, this is what we were so excited about. We just didn't want to go in the house. That was the thing. Let's see. Oh, and Bryson has something for us. Natasha Simona is joining the Good Morning America family called GMA4. What you need to know in entertainment comes out in the fall. Now, I did not know that. So congratulations to Natasha. I know this has been her thing. So thank you for letting us know that, Bryson. That is amazing. Congratulations. So for those of you who don't know, Natasha Simona is on Instagram. She had a show on Instagram for a little while, and so now she's taking it to a different place. So congrats to Natasha. It is good to see you. So Ron said Gen X went from analog to digital. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the thing. It's electronic and it's analog and digital. So, but there are some analog mediums that are also electronic. So after Dark with Johnny Ray said, saw the announcement today about Natasha. Now, again, I don't know how I missed it. I didn't see it, but that is amazing. That is wonderful. That is wonderful, wonderful. So how many times do I have to say this? That what you don't do is just go begging someone to put you on with no skin in the game. She had several shows underneath her belt. She was doing things. This is what you have to do. And we can actually, there is an article that is really good. Let me tell you about the okay. So if you're into all of these things, they cover sports, they cover media. There's a really good publication, an online publication called Boardroom. Please sign up for it. It is boardroom.tv. Sign up for it. They will send you the newsletters and you will be in the know about the things that are going on in all of these different fields, right? So she reads, she knows what's happening, right? So you have to do all of those things. It's not by osmosis, people. Congrats to her. That's amazing. I'm going to go to her page and see that. Let's see. Instagram, Centron, how are you? Welcome in. Also, Loxem, I hope I said that right. Welcome in. And love from Bali. G-Man, do you live in Bali now? Or are you just, I'm loving that for you. If you live in Bali, good for you, sir. Good for you. Oh, um, look at the message. Which one, Bryson? The one I gave? Oh, maybe that's probably what you were telling me. Hey, Perry, how are you? Welcome in. Also, okay, so he's Bryson is talking about two of the shows that got canceled. Most Wanted and SWAT got canceled. Most Wanted International got canceled and SWAT. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, I usually try to keep up with what's canceled, what's on the bubble, and all of that. So thank you for that. He is our entertainment guru. Fantastic. Okay, I think I got everybody's comments. We have one more that we are going to do, and that brings us on time. Folks, we got through 4 stories today. I'm patting myself on the back because usually if we get through 2, we're very lucky. Today, we got 4 in. So let's take a look at what our next one is. And so this is actually media and it's pop culture. So you know what? Let's just do pop culture, the pop culture segment. And then here we go. Okay, well, there are lots of things going on. Media-wise, NAB starts tomorrow. The National Association of Broadcasters show is the largest show of media and entertainment, technology, talent, etc. It's happening in Las Vegas starting tomorrow. Today was like the pre-game, but today it starts. So I was supposed to be there and I could not be. Next year for sure I'll be there. So for those of you that are out there at NAB, have a great show. Take pictures, go live, take video, because I really want to see what's out there. Lots of great keynote speakers, lots of great awards that are going to happen. So check it out. And I will share what's happening, excuse me, as that happens. Also, what else is happening? That is happening. There was something else, but you know what? Let's just talk about this. Coachella. For those of you that are into the music scene, Coachella is happening next week. It is the 11th. Hold on a second. I'm trying to see. Did I? Here we go. And okay. So Coachella is happening next week, starting on the 11th. and there's some great stuff there. And I'm going to give you a little bit of what's happening now. Who wants to go out in the desert and stay? Not I, said the cat. So I prefer to experience Coachella from the comfort of my living room on the television, and I can feel like I'm there. So if you are really into music, there are some great acts that are going to be there. Some people, I'm like, who the hell is this? I don't know, but it's also a great way to discover music. And I've discovered some really good people by watching Coachella. So let me give you some of the new things that are going to happen this year at Coachella. You can watch starting Friday, April 11th at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. It takes place on the West Coast, so of course, it's 4 o'clock. That makes sense. So there are a couple of new things that are happening this year. They have Watch With, and that is new this year, and it allows creators to react to live events with commentary and real-time reactions, and it gives you the experience of watching Coachella alongside your favorite creator. If you want to do that, if you have a favorite YouTuber or creator, you could watch along with them. They also have multi-view, which they had last year, and multi-view actually allows you to watch up to 4 different stages at once. Coachella has 6 stages. So you're going to be able to watch 4 of them, and you can switch between, and you can also decide which audio you want to hear. So that was something that they implemented last year. They're having it this year. They're doing vertical live streams as well. So if you know anything about YouTube, you can live stream vertically. And if you do a vertical live stream, it gets picked up in the shorts feed. And lots of people watch the shorts feed, right? You just be scrolling through and oh, somebody's live. So if you want to get some wings to your content, I would suggest every once in a while or periodically going live vertically, because you could pick up some more people will discover you that way because you're in the shorts feed. Okay. So they're going to be doing that, some vertical live streaming that will be in the shorts feed for different things. They're also going to make YouTube shopping an easier experience so you can buy Coachella merch. I'm not, but you can if you want to. So if you're on mobile, you're on your desktop, or you're watching on the TV, all you have to do is click the shopping button and you'll be able to buy the merch. And you could also scan the QR code rather, and that will give you a keepsake so you can remember Coachella. You could act like you were there. Oh yeah, I was there. It was a great performance. So they're going to do lifestyle live streams with top creators as well. And they also have playlists on YouTube Music of, they've got Coachella playlists. Now, the music ranges from hip hop to electronic music. Electronic music is always a big thing at Coachella. And so let me tell you some of the people, this is our final story, some of the people that will be there. If you go to Coachella.com/lineup, this gives you everybody that's going to be there. Coachella is over 2 weekends. So it starts the 11th, and it's the weekend of the 11th, and then the following weekend as well. And it goes Friday through Sunday. So you can check that out on Coachella.com/lineup. But I did want to give you some people that are coming. And as they were doing this outline, who are these people? Some of these people I do know, though. So let's see. There's a group called Barry Can't Swim. Well, that's very interesting. Okay, so let's go down some of the people you may know. I don't know if you guys know Desiree. There will also be hold on, Glorilla. Green Day. I'm excited about that. I like Green Day. So Green Day will be there. Also, let's see. Cascade. If you are an electronic music fan, DJ McFord, I'm sure you know who Cascade is. He is a DJ and producer. He's going to be there together with Idris. Now, Idris who? Idris Elba. If you don't know, Idris Elba is an electronic music DJ. He's serious about it too. So the two of them will be, I guess, tag teaming together. Also, Lady Gaga will be performing. We've also got Megan Thee Stallion, Missy Elliott. Now that's going to be a show because Missy gives a good show. Mustard, you know the DJ? Mustard. I'm not going to say it. Well, I don't want to get flagged. So Mustard the DJ will also be DJ and producer will also be there, and T-Pain. Who else is this? Travis Scott. Why? I'm sorry, Travis Scott. Ty Dollar Signs. Tyla will be there, and she was there last year too. I guess it was so good. We'll have you back. Also, Yo Gabba Gabba. Raise your hand if you're excited about Yo Gabba Gabba. So those are some of the people you may know that will be there, and you can watch it right on YouTube. And I think I'm excited about it because I watch every year. I think it's very cool that you get to experience an event like this. It's not something that you got to experience before. It was kind of like a you had to be there type thing. But because of the magic of YouTube and them partnering with YouTube, it's been several years now, you're able to see all of this and get to see acts and experience acts you would not have. So I think that's kind of cool. Yay, technology. All right, let's take some final comments before we head off, because we are at 1 hour and 5 now, and I want to respect the time. Let's take some comments. He'd like to buy a vowel. I don't even know what you're talking about, but I find that hilarious. Let's see. And Kim says, oh, that's cool. I think you're talking about Coachella. So also, won't you get a copyright if I stream that? What, Coachella? Yes, you probably will. The YouTube brigade will come after you. So I would not. And Kim says that's going to be in my head all night. Okay. No Jonas Brothers. No Jonas Brothers. No. They were there last year, though. I think they were there last year. And I wish he says he wishes HR Puffin stuff. Well, here's the thing. Sid Croft is still alive and kicking. He's 95 years old. He has not a YouTube channel, but an Instagram channel. And on Sundays, he does lives. He is so charming. So if you are into like the Sid and Marty Croft universe, you could check him out. Not HR Puffin stuff. All right, let's see what the final things on Instagram are. Cintron says she's going to miss SWAT. Up close, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming in. And Bryson says CinemaCon 2025 wrapped. Yep. In the bang from Sony Pictures Lionsgate, Warner Brothers Pictures, Universal Pictures, and Focus Features, Paramount, and Disney. Absolutely. Yep. And Coachella kicks off next weekend. All right. Well, we got 4 stories in today. I'm actually very proud of myself because never do we get that much in. And I didn't mean to be that loud. I'm sorry. I know this is a very resonant mic, but I'm sorry for being loud, but I enjoyed my loudness was because I'm excited about you guys being here with me. Thank you all so much for hanging out on a Friday night. This is our Friday night hang spot. I'm going to try and be on closer to 8 o'clock, but as I said, it's difficult because we're ending our broadcast day. So I'm like getting myself together, but as close to 8 as I can, I will be on. So that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have ideas for stories or something that you see and you're wanting, I love when people do that. Please send it to me on Instagram at Dr._Tachi, and I will possibly use it. I may, because I don't see everything. I can't. It's impossible. So if there's something that you see, let me know. I would be happy to talk about it if it's media, tech, or pop culture. Make sure that you are watching Indie Soup Media. That is in fact, before we go, let me play our spot. Here we go. Make sure, is this it? Make sure you watch. We are Indie Content Redefined. Make sure that you are following us on our YouTube channel. We are Indie Soup Media everywhere, so definitely on YouTube. We are on Instagram. We are also on LinkedIn. We are on, where else? Twitch. We're on Twitch as well. So you can follow us in those places for fresh, independent content. We would love to have you. And with that, I'm going to sign off the way I always sign off. I love you for watching. I bid you adieu. You guys, myself, and all of these news stories, we're going to head off stage left. Until next week, I will see you then. Cheers.
Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed up with the same news, no channel to use. Cruise control mentalities. Here we offer you. We gon' show you how you play. The content it never stays. We're positive and uplifting. Once a week, the scope gifted. Let's hear it. Fake hydration.